Sega.
Drop the critters, Eggman!
If you insist.
Whoa, that's harsh! You'll have to swing back around for it!
Predictable. He must really love those things.
We're hit! Whoa! What's that in the clouds?
That must be the Lost Hex! Cool!
Less looking, more landing!
Alright, I can land it, but it's gonna be bumpy.
Hello again, guys. It has been a little while, but today I bring you Sonic Lost Worlds. Back when Generations was released, we did a playthrough of that, and I enjoyed it. I like Sonic games, what can I say? We've already got 2 on the channel, what's a third, am I right? And this game, despite the mixed reactions it's been getting, I enjoyed quite a bit, quite honestly. I've played both the 3DS version and the Wii U version. This is the Wii U version we'll be doing a playthrough for. The better of the versions by a fair bit, I'd say. It'd be fair to say that. And it has a shit ton of changes from the gameplay you'd come to expect from Colors, Unleashed, Generations. It takes a lot of getting used to, what can I say? Well, I just said that. The first thing you've probably noticed is this looks an awful lot like Super Mario Galaxy. And yeah, if you know anything about this game, this is the first thing you notice. And it's all anyone will talk about. And it is a very fair comparison. I mean, come on, just look at the fucking thing. It becomes more obvious in levels later down the line. This game does play a fair bit like a Mario game, and at times it seems like it's just trying to rip it off. But it also has its own gameplay style, and thankfully that's where it spends most of its time. The good parts of the game. Sonic controls way differently, as we've said already. He has a run button now. You can see him, all that running he's doing now. I have to hold down a button to do that. Your normal walking speed is ridiculously fucking slow for a Sonic game. So I always hold that button down. We've also got parkour. Very, very fancy. It's mostly simple system though, to be fair. This game has red rings, once again, just like Generations and Colors. We will be getting all of them, so let's just have a quick rundown. The first red ring was right at the beginning of the stage. Not really hard to find that one. The second red ring requires you to kick this fucking bell around. This one, because of my insistence to go fast, I actually died here a couple of times trying to get this red ring, and that is very embarrassing. I just run straight off the edge. What can I say? Gotta go fast. The third red ring in the stage is at this second windmill section. Not long after the collapsing grounds. Ugh. Simple find. And up in the cloud bit, I should have got this one during my main run of the stage. But I completely forgot there was even a red ring up there, I'm going to be honest with you. And the last one is also fairly hard to miss. Just grab it on the way to the end.
Take it easy there.
Oh, stay calm, little guy. Sonic and Tails will get your
we're on,
buddies
okay?
back. Sonic,
No, it'll be
did you
alright.
get those animals back from Eggman?
Just the one container he tossed off his Eggmobile.
Wait a minute, just the one? Weak. I would have gotten them all back by now.
Save the rest of them.
What? Let me go.
I hate to think what Eggman's doing to those poor things.
I'm on it.
Continuing the trend of nabbing things from Mario games, the hub world is also a lot like it. I suppose you could argue it's kind of like Colors, but it's also, that was kind of like Mario. Whatever. That's the last we'll say of it. Until later on, I suppose. We're gonna probably mention it a lot. It's hard not to. I'm sorry, guys. Don't get angry at me. But yeah, the hub world is fairly simple. You can run around at random, pick up quests from Omochao, I guess. That's about what you can do. Sometimes there are random one-ups, or a couple of secret levels. We'll get to those when we get to those.
Transformation 101. Bunnies to badniks. Boom! Instant army. It needs to be a big army if I'm taking over the world below.
You are quite the mighty conqueror.
Yes, I am. I conquered you, didn't I? And with your help, I'll not only rule the world, I'll finally destroy that blue nuisance, Sonic.
Eggman wants the little hedgehog destroyed.
Yeah, well, I feel like destroying something.
That's what I like about you, Zaz. Always ready for a fight, even before you know what you're fighting.
You bet! Bring it on and I'll rip it up!
Win or lose, I'll learn something about our enemy.
Just like previous playthroughs, I'm going out of my way to not speak over the cutscenes. I know a lot of you guys enjoy them, so I will never do that. I can't promise the same for spoken dialogue in the stages, but that is really not a problem in this game. Occasionally the Deadly Six will throw up chastising remarks while we're trying to play our game. This is horrendous here. I should be getting that red ring. But the controls are a little slippery. One thing I seriously dislike about this game, there is not much air control. In many of the 3D Sonic games of the past, if you found yourself stuck in the air, you could hit boost or hit a homing attack and just like push yourself in a direction. You can't do that here. You have your double jump, but it is fairly useless. So if you find yourself lost in the air, you're completely fucked. Wisps are back. This is a new one, not found in Colors. Wisps are also fairly useless in this game. I do not use them very often. The only times I tend to use them are when they are forced on me or a red ring is needed. So don't expect many of those. There's a nice variety of badniks from the older games though. That is something I seriously enjoy. And we got our first boss battle. Might be better to say mini-boss here. It's nothing special, I'm going to be honest with you. Just don't run into him when he's on the floor. Something past me. There's some advice I could have used. You have two buttons mapped to jump this time around, so that is useful when you don't want a homing attack. If you press B twice, you will just do your double jump. If you press A twice, you'll homing attack. If there are enemies around, you cannot homing attack when enemies are not here, or springs, or boxes or anything. But it's useful to keep that in mind. The game doesn't really tell you that. It's my biggest problem with the game. There are several other moves, like the spin dash, like the kick, like the weird little roll you can do, which all of them apart from the roll are very important. We'll get to them in a later video, however. First, let's do a quick rundown of the red rings. Ring number 1 is right at the windmill. You saw me fail to get this one several times. Ring number 2 is right after the windmill. Sensing a theme here. Ring 3 requires you to get the wisp. You go through here. However, that teleports you slightly further away from ring 4, so you might have to backtrack. And ring 5 is right after ring 4. This stage is ridiculously short. What can I say? See you next time.